Ocean man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you understand. Ocean man, the voyage to the corner of the globe is a real trip. Ocean man, the crust of a tan man, imbibed by the sand, soaking up the thirst of the land. Ocean man, can you see through the wonder of amazement at the Oberman? Ocean man, the crust is elusive when it casts forth to the childlike man. Ocean man, the sequence of a life form braised in the sand, soaking up the thirst of the land. Ocean man, ocean man, ocean man, ocean man, ocean man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you understand. Ocean man, the voyage to the corner of the globe is a real trip. Ocean man, the crust of a tan man, imbibed by the sand, soaking up the thirst of the land. Ocean man, can you see through the wonder of amazement at the Oberman? Ocean man, the crust is elusive when it casts forth to the childlike man. Ocean man, the sequence of a life form braised in the sand, soaking up the thirst of the land. Ocean man, ocean man.
Alrighty. Well then, hopefully we won't have any more connection losses tonight. If we do, it might be a larger problem than I thought. What song is this? Maybe I need to expand the number of songs that I have for the slides there. Right, so I wrote down a couple of things to go over today, but question is, what game to start with? What did I title this one? Dredge Xenogears Final Fantasy. Sure, I suppose we can start with Dredge. Why not? Be a good way to wake up. Let me fire that up. Just had some tea and did some stretching, so let's fire it up. And game capture. Where did I put that? Looks like it's working. All right. So, I think we're going to try to... Waking up at 9 to 10 p.m. is impressive. No, I finished what I was doing around 5:36, and it was such a long day. I took a nap for about 3 hours, which I didn't intend to do, but I thought, yeah, I'll lay down for about 30 minutes. I'll feel better. 6 times longer than that, and here we are. Now then, we are still trying to wake up. I gotta finish this tea. Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna have to stop being lazy and actually fix that Twitch thing, but for now, nah. About these specimens. Right. That's right, and we needed to get an abyssal fishing rod, but we don't have the research parts. Oh, I'm sorry. Keep yawning. So we have to keep looking around for some research parts. We have plenty of money at the moment, but things become much more expensive, so it won't last that long. Yeah, I can't take naps because I'll lose 5 to 6 hours every time. Yeah. I figured that if I'm really tired and I plan on streaming, and if I don't get any rest, then I'm just gonna be very very unfun to I'm trying to focus here. Is this a research part? It is. It's gonna be very unfun to hear me complain about how tired I am. So, makes sense to me. Can I just research it right here? Research. There we go. This should be... Oh, I needed the sampling device installed. Damn it. I didn't realize I could have done that the whole time. Okay. I thought the sampling device was something else. Sampling device doesn't sound like deep water fishing device. Okay. Ooh, this is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. That's good. That's a research part. 1, 2, 3, 4. Long one. There we go. Let's see some of the things that I wanted to go over today. A lot of stuff going on about Half-Life and Valve right now. I think that people anticipated them to announce Half-Life 3, and I watched a whole 20-minute video on it. It was really interesting because having watched a ton of documentaries about Half-Life and what it means and all of that, kind of their whole goal anytime they make a Half-Life game is to push the limits, redefine kind of what to be the next big milestone in that genre of gaming. And that's why they keep scrapping Half-Life 3, is because they haven't been able to make something that they think is really the next level. And it looks like what they're planning on doing with this next Half-Life game is really leaning into making the enemy AI completely unique, able to react on the fly, change its own nav mesh patterns. They go into a lot of detail, but it sounds like they want to create a game that's different every single time you play it. And aside from cutscenes, I can't really imagine, like, oh, I do have enough here. Okay. Harvesting platform. I wonder if... Yeah, okay, that's something I can buy and deploy. 1, 2, pots, nets, rods. But I have to go somewhere to install it, don't I? Oh, I can uninstall it right here. But I also need to buy it. Shoot. So I don't know if, I think everyone has played Half-Life 2 at this point, right? But I didn't play it for a long time, and I think I like the story of Half-Life 1 a little bit more. It's more self-contained, it's got a larger mystery to it, and Half-Life 2 was really impressive, but Half-Life 1 seems to be the more interesting story to me. It really gets fleshed out with details in number 2, but you know, that's like the difference between Halo 1 and Halo 2 is Halo 2 kind of established the rules for the rest of the in-game universe that all of the other games followed. But really, if you had just ended the entire series with Halo 1, it would have been perfect. Right? Not to say that the other Halo games aren't really great. After Reach, they start to suck. But ending it on that cliffhanger of, is Master Chief alive or dead? Did anyone make it out alive? What the heck was that? Is humanity going to survive? Not answering the question. It's almost a better ending than what you get in Halo 3. And let's get this boat upgraded. I surprisingly haven't yet, though I've watched Freeman's Mind 1 and 2 multiple times, which is surprising, which is probably just as good of an experience. It's really fun to play it yourself. It's usually on sale, or, well, there's so many versions of that game available. I'm sure you can find a copy, but where do I install this? Left hand or right hand? Left hand, I think. Although it looks like it can go over here as well. Okay. Put this right here. That's strange. Why does that have a... Oh, okay. And now, do I need to install... No, that should be fine. Although... Okay, this is going to be a little bit pedantic, but we're going to see if it'll work. If I put it over here... Yeah, that makes more sense to me. Okay. Let's go to the dry dock, see if we can... Oh right, we need 2 pieces of refined metal, and then we should be able to upgrade to a new hull. I have it, I just haven't booted it up yet. Yeah, I get that. That's, I have that problem with a lot of games. In fact, I'm sure if I look at my library right now, there's probably a dozen games that I have had for a long time that I have not and probably will not boot up. just not happening, Chief. It's one of those things where it's like, it looks good the one time, you get it, and then you just don't feel like you're in the mood to give it a shot, and then it never happens. I wonder if that's a common problem. Let's see. These are... 3s are very rarely good. Yep, Mass Effect, what else? I never played past the first Assassin's Creed game, so I don't know if Assassin's Creed 3 was bad, but I know in general that entire, oh shit. I know that entire series has gone downhill. Well, well, well. And undocking. Pressing the map. I think we're gonna go check with the trader, and if they don't have it, I'm sure there's another trader that might. Ba-ba-ba. But yeah, speaking of... Ooh, something new? No, it's the same old thing. Speaking of Valve, that does not make more sense. With the previous rod setup, you can add the 3x1 rod on the left and the better 2x1 rod on the right. The reason I set it up that way was because I'm not going to install the 2x3 object until I'm done using the bottomless line to get the items for this quest. And having this on the left opens up the space to the right, right to the left of the deep line, instead of having a sliver of vertical space on the left-hand side. It will allow me to hold on to larger objects. But Steam, Valve is the company, Steam is the platform. Valve is making a, what do you call it? A console that's also a computer. They haven't given it a price point yet, but maybe $1,000 or more, and it almost makes sense because it's small. It's just about as powerful as my computer, maybe a little bit less. And I'm gonna see what they're selling it for, because I haven't been able to get my computer to work properly all year. It might be a good investment. When it comes, but that's going to be next year. I think they're going to start selling it Q1 or Q2 of season 2020 of 2026. So there's that. Floating dock. Put that straight in. Now we're going to have to make some money. Okay, I can get a better fathomless winch or work on the next engine. 67.52. It's a marginal improvement. Nets, on the other hand, I could just upgrade a pot. I'm not using them quite as much. This could be good though. Mangrove, shallow, coastal. Mangrove, shallow. And this one probably does... Oh, you really have to adjust which net you're going to use, don't you? 2. pots, engines, rods. I guess I'll just start working on the engine there. Okay. On dock. Now, we probably don't have enough for the next piece of metal, but if we sail over there and start getting some fish, we should be able to, oh, sorry. But yeah, have you seen this thing? It's called the, I don't want to call it the Steam Cube, but that's pretty much exactly what it looks like. It's a Steam device and it's a cube. They didn't call it like the black box or anything, did they? Steam Cube sounds right. It sounds like the Okama Game Sphere. I use Artix, by the way. Artix. Is that some sort of a... Oh shit. Oh, that's new. Is Artix a operating system? Oh, a certified Linux gamer. I didn't see that part. The experience is much better than it was 5 years ago, but normies are not ready to game on Linux. Yeah, I feel like I have this conversation once every 3 months with my friend who uses Linux. And, I'm sure I could figure it out. I just don't want to. That's really what it is. I just don't want to go through the process of offloading everything on my computer onto hard drives to install an operating system that I'm not sure is compatible with everything, to reinstall everything, to have to install even more programs just to make it compatible. Because a lot of the time with Linux you have to... With Linux, you basically have to run a program that runs Windows inside of Linux to use all of the programs you want to use. And that's a little bit ridiculous. How do I should be able to dock here, right? There we go. Have you gone to have fun in the Northeast yet? Oh, I briefly stopped there, and it's a very hostile place. Yeah. Some crazy guy wanted me to do something on the island with him, and I said no. And after I said no, his name on the game screen was Fanatic. And I thought, probably made a good choice there. Then again, it's not like the game's gonna completely close out if I select the Fanatic and then, I mean, he's not just gonna kill me, the game's not just gonna be over, right? That would be a little bit ridiculous. Are these... Okay, they're stale. I gotta get them to some place fast. Which I think is right over there. Yes. Let me check. Yep, that's the place. I hope that the thumbnail today wasn't too same. I kind of like keeping a theme going. I think it's a good idea, but maybe I'll rotate them every few days. Fish market. Good to go. And now, what do you have for sale, lady? You do have it for sale. That's very good. And we can buy a cog if we so choose, but it's just out of our price range. Go to storage. Can we sell you anything? Sell. Can't sell that. Improved trawl net. I suppose I could sell this, but just to get a research point. I can save money instead. Let's see. Oh, that's right. I need to save money anyhow, because even once I have all of the items, I still have to pay for the new hull. Suka, Bliat, 1500. Alright, time to do some fishing. You also need to be literate, which is the #1 entry to barrier. Well, I'm glad I did never learn how to read, because it's for nerds. Don't get me wrong, I think everyone should figure Linux out. It'll make your life better, not easier. Your storage is so organized compared to mine. Yeah, that's the case on the computer as well. I have everything organized. Well, not maybe ideally, haphazardly, but it is organized to a substantial degree. I know where most things on it are. It's surprising when I find something and I'm like, I did not remember having this. And it's really easy to get your computer all cluttered up. I find that if I don't actually spend a little bit of time just organizing my computer every so often, it'll become a mess. So it's a lot like a living room. Let's see, if I switch this over to here, yeah, that'll work. Oh, it's getting dark already? How's that possible? 4 o'clock. 1. Oh shit. 1, 2. Okay. Now, it sounds like I am going to need to... Oh, right, I have to turn on the generator to scare off the... Damn, where is that thing? To the north. Bum bum bum. Banana phone. Yeah, no, I think I only know maybe a handful of people that use Linux. They're all very similar personality types, which is the interesting part. Activate the machine. Yes. Okay, now we leave. Hello. Hello as well. I guess I don't need to grab this guy right now. 1, 2. Let's see what is in the deeper depths. In the depths. Maybe we can get this time, huh? Okay. Not that. This looks like something new. It is. A snailfish. 1, 2. What else do we have? Ooh. 1, 2. Giant amphipod. I'll get 2. 1, 2. You down here. And third. Let's go. Oop, that's another one of those. Awful lot of fog right now. Another amphipod. Ooh, this looks good. Oh, it's another amphipod. I mean, snailfish. 1, 2. And shit. Yeah, that figures. Can't take both. Unless... Alright, there we go. Now I should take this over to the doctor before it gets too stale. That's not the doctor. As the holy documentation cleanses your mind, you don't start. Oh. Oops. I thought I almost ran into a rock. Turn that off, and as the holy documentation cleanses your mind and soul, your mannerism adjusts themselves to better comfort the machine spirits. Oh, we got a Warhammer. Got a Warhammer guy here. Well, how does that meme go? As soon as I understood the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me. My favorite version of that meme is the one where somebody's wearing a milk jug over their face with eye holes cut out. Have you seen that? It gets me every time. My body craved steel. But yeah, I watched a whole video. This is like the one time, at least once a year, Linus Tech Tips will actually have a video where it's like, oh, he actually has the newest information on this. Fine, Canada, I'll support you today. And I watched his video on it. A lot of crazy customizability with that Steam Cube. Kind of an impressive amount. I don't remember all of the details, but yeah, it's pretty cool what they're doing. Undock. Oh, I guess we can just go to the next day. Does your sanity meter not reset if you don't get any sleep? That seems to make sense to me, right? Okay, we were also looking for, looked like 2 other deep underwater fish. And I didn't check which they were. Encyclopedia. Oh. Okay, it looked like this one on the right, and next page. Right, an anglerfish. We know it's at nighttime and daytime. Rod. Nighttime and daytime. Rod. This one is at nighttime or daytime. Also rod. Well, that could be the deep water rod, I guess. So 4, 3, 2. So they're both in here. I just haven't found them yet. Alright. Oops, I closed the chat there. Imagine eating the fish as sushi in this game. You know, somebody else had that thought too. I think his name was Dave. Which, yes, that is a very fun game, but it's very funny as well. The only problem I have with Dave the Diver, I haven't finished it because towards the later part of the game, oh, here we go. It becomes such a chore. Every day is a chore. You have to hit 4 different jobs before you start fishing. And then when you are fishing, a lot of, ooh, this is new. A lot of mini games that are pretty fun, but you have to do them too frequently. What the hell is that? A gulper eel? I really do like fishing games though. It's kind of funny how these things are just so damn good. Oh shit, I forgot about that guy. Oh god. Oh shit. Oh shit, I'm dead. Well, that's a first. Damn it. Linus has a weird face, I agree. Fish sounds really good. I just had a sandwich, and that's one of the reasons I started at 10:30 instead of, I mean, it's at 10 o'clock instead of 9:30. Was at 9 o'clock when I woke up after taking a nap. I went and had a sandwich. And I thought, yeah, I need some calories before the stream. Immediately, just, it's almost like when you put fuel in the tank and you're on empty, it takes a lot of energy for your body to suddenly digest that. And so for about 40 minutes, my body just went, ugh, you want to lay back down again? Generator. Here we go, turn that on. What other things did I write down here? Oh, this is a fun one. The astronaut space crime. Did you hear about this? It was a few years ago. It might have been 5 or 6 years ago. There was a huge story about how a woman who was an astronaut, was accused of committing the first crime in space by accessing her, yeah, and I'm about to say her wife, by accessing her wife's bank accounts from the International Space Station and committing banking fraud. You know, kind of like something this happens frequently with people that break up. The other person freezes someone out of their account or takes the money out of their account and puts it in another one. Just kind of a real petty, you know, like a middle finger type move, right? Hell yeah, the first woman to do crime in space. Well, it turns out, what has it been, 5, 6 years? No. We all just jumped the gun on that one, and it was the crazy wife. Ex-wife. It was the crazy ex-wife on Earth who faked it to attack and blame her much more successful ex-astronaut lady friend. And we all jumped the gun and just assumed, oh, the woman astronaut. Clearly, she's the one that was unstable. And it's like, well, it sounds like she was unstable in a couple of ways, but we actually jumped the gun on that one. They just proved it in court. No, it was the other one that was crazy. And they're going to sentence her in February next year. I don't know why it takes 3 months from finding someone guilty to determine what the sentence is, but she could spend 5 years in federal prison for this. So, you know, great life choice. Lie about internationally famous astronaut out of jealousy. That's turns out that's not a great game plan. But then again, they used to say in the end criminals always get caught. I don't actually know if that's true. Most of the time, crime doesn't pay. And especially when you're messing with your own bank account just to make somebody else look bad, and that person just so happens to be on the International Space Station, where all of their incoming and outcoming transmissions and activities are monitored 24/7, you're gonna have a really, really hard time lying about that one. It's just, I just don't see, I don't see why you think that was the best avenue, really. Ooh, what is this? A jewel-encrusted band. I'm not gonna have enough space. I should just go sell this. When I go to space, I shall be the first woman to do war crimes. Aha! You're the 0.005% of viewers on this channel. I see. That's an anomaly. Rest, shipyard, fish market. Sell everything. And put this in storage. Or is this a artifact? Can't tell. Hell yeah. Let's see. There we go. Wow, I guess I only have a few more notes, and if I read them right now, that will have taken up the whole day. Wow, I need to make more notes. Shit. Then again, Steam was really the main thing to talk about today. Half-Life 3 and the Steam Cube. I had a couple of other things. Have you... 100% of the crimes. Hey, well, apparently, your opportunity is now available. It's an open position. It's an open slot. First, not only the first woman crime in space, the first crime in space. Really rare to get a double whammy there. But I'm sure that if you consider... Oh, which one was it? I'm sure if you consider the Mercury 4 launch, if you can consider a pilot's skills to be a crime, then there may have been one already. But that is debatable. Gotta finish this tea real quick. Oh, man. The bag must have ripped. There's a lot of stuff at the bottom of this tea. Oh! Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's, Well, I'm sure that'll filter out in my liver. Alright. I've always wondered just exactly how they make tea from the leaf, because it's clearly not just a crushed up leaf. I'm sure they throw other things in there, spices, and I used to really like the channel How It's Made back on the show How It's Made back on the History Channel, because it doesn't matter if it was toothpaste or a car, they would take you through the entire process. And that was right before the History Channel turned into the Everything is Aliens channel. You know, it never really got over that. It's like, damn it, they used to have so many good shows. Like, I can't remember the name of this one show. Underground Cities or something Underground. History Underground. This television presenter, this broadcaster, would just go from one country to another, one place to another, and he would show massive underground structures or dungeons or bunkers, whatever needed to be built that had to be built underground, and they would go through the engineering of it and the history of it and why it was used and the various ways it was used. Can't remember what it was called. It was literally one of the best shows ever made. It was really damn good. I think it was Ancient Underground. It might have been that. I might have to wait for the night time to come around. Oh, what's this? Which one are we looking? Oh, some flotsam. Does anyone remember the name of that show? Because I do not. Or were there any other shows on the History Channel before it became Pawn Stars and Ancient Aliens, the channel, that you enjoyed? But again, I feel like a lot of people, especially now, the more and more time goes on, the younger the average person gets, relative to when television was really at the end of its heyday. I don't think a lot of people have even watched that channel anymore. And I have to turn it back on, don't I? Yes. believe. But aside from that, one game that I don't know if I really want to play it because I've seen it played about 2 times now, and well, there's not really any challenge or surprise left. I'm not going to find a new path in the game. Dispatch, the superhero game that came out, that's kind of one of those Telltale games. It has a couple of characters that are really pretty fun, and then a couple of characters that are rather quite annoying. But it seems pretty good for what it is. I don't like Critical Role, but they did a good job being involved in this project, which leads me to believe that they weren't in charge of it. They were just working on it. Because if they were in charge of it, it would have been much, much, much worse. Those guys are really peak California. And if you are from any state other than California, you know what I mean. Californians, that's always the funniest thing about Californians to me, is that they pretend to be unaware of why other people don't like them. They're like, I don't get what the big deal is. Yeah, just keep saying that. Just keep saying that. Gosh, where could this damn fish be? It's not this, is it? No, this is a squid. Critical Role really ruined D&D. Indeed. More so than that, there's a whole discussion about whether or not there's gatekeeping involved or audience creep. People who come into a space and then demand that you make it accommodate them. It seems like all of that happened, and the people who make Dungeons and Dragons content now online are just, ooh, they're not the type of people that I would like to have a hamburger with, or go hang out with. Is what I'm saying. I would rather not talk to them in general. Put that in storage. But I feel like this happens almost every time I stream, is we bring up one subject, and it wraps back around to why California is a terrible place. It's a repeating pattern. It's a repeating pattern here. I'm glad that I don't have some sort of women. Oh, you don't say. I mean, I didn't say it. I might have been thinking it. I didn't, I'm sure I had some other notes on that, but I think one of the biggest things that Critical Role did that really just turned a lot of people off to their whole thing was making their own version of D&D where you literally can't die if you don't want to. Yeah, that was that's kind of the opposite of the point, right? If you have played D&D and you haven't died at least once, you really haven't played D&D. And what is this? A large scrap of paper. Oh. Okay. I wonder if I'm able to use that, or if I need more pieces of the puzzle. What do we have here? Now I know it might be at night, but where was this little bastard? This is the one we're looking for, right? It is abyssal. Women without... Yeah, they don't know what they're missing out on, do they? It's I have an entire song about this. I might write another just to make it even more clear. But yeah, so unfortunate for them to not be obsessed with trains and Warhammer. They really don't know what they're missing out on. Okay. Only bringing this up because it's more of a "are you kidding me" instead of a political thing. But did you see how Health and Human Services, that's the least political way to say it, came out with a study that said autism might be linked, it might be linked to acetaminophen and Tylenol taken during pregnancy. They said, we're not sure, but it might be. And then the very next day, I don't know, thousands of women on TikTok started making videos of taking Tylenol for no reason, just to make a political statement. And it's like, you know, you're just gonna get a nosebleed if you take too much of that shit. What are you doing? It would be like if it wasn't proven that smoking was bad for you in 1930, and they said women probably shouldn't smoke when they're pregnant, and then everyone went out and did it just because they were told not to. That's like ridiculous. But that's about as close as you can get on that subject without actually talking about politics, so that's about as far as I'll go. Yeah, I think I've told this story before, but my last girlfriend, when we were dating, one time my birthday was coming up and she was asking what I wanted to do, and you know, I don't know, I'm good with pretty much anything. I appreciate that you're thinking about it, you know, that sort of thing. And then she said out of the blue, hey, what about this? And she turned her computer around, and it was a museum in the city that was just about fire engines. It was a fire engine museum. And I looked at her and I was like, well, you actually think I have autism, don't you? I was like, are you serious right now? Was it something I said? What actually gave you this impression? Alright, and let's repair our boat. We ended up going to a history museum, which I guess isn't that far off, but it definitely wasn't a fire engine museum. I would have gone. In all seriousness, women can only be fixed if it's shown in front of them the consequences. Problem is, if you do that nowadays, it's seen as offensive. Well, what's the nicest way to say this? A lot of people why does it sound like there's a dog barking? No, I definitely hear it now. Do I have something open in the background? No. Why would they put a dog sound effect in the game if there's no... I'm almost positive that's what I hear. But I don't see where it could be coming from. Oh, it's certainly right here in the shacks. That is so strange. I almost lost track of what I was talking about. A lot of people, you can tell them, hey, don't don't put your hand on that stove. You're gonna have a bad time. They might listen, but a lot of people, even if you tell them over and over again, it's best to sometimes let them touch the stove. As in, sometimes you kind of just have to let people fail instead of preventing them from failing, so that way they do understand what happened and then they don't do it again. I've never heard that dog. Same, must be alt-tabbed or IRL. It's certainly not IRL. It's only localized to that one area. Sleeping. Yeah, so what are you guys thinking? I'm really enjoying Xenogears. It's peak as hell. We're definitely gonna do that. But other options on the schedule for tonight would be Final Fantasy. Oh, is that the one? That's the one. That's the one we were looking for. It was right there. Bitchin'. Problem solved. Ooh. Skeleton one. And we are good to go. Now, what do we get for doing this? I bet it's not even going to be finished yet. She looks quite sad, doesn't she? She's like, why am I here? On this island, studying fish with an abandoned fort. Alright, tell me about yourself. I don't think there's much to say. I studied biology at Iron Haven College. It was a struggle. There were no other female students in the department that year, or the year before, or the year before. I'm sorry. It's just, we were just talking about a similar subject. Okay, yeah. I miss having company. I've always had someone, or at least a pet, out here. It's just machines. Damn, I didn't have to hit that right on the head, but that's exactly what happened. There we go. Which do you want to hear? The good news. Okay. The bad news is the samples you retrieved have dangerously high counts of cell mutation. I see. It damages everything around it. I need to write a report on my findings. Oh, how rude of me. She opens a drawer and gives you a book. Okay. Thanks again for your help. Wait, was that it? Interesting. Inventory. Well, shit. Crime scene cleaners at some point? That was pretty fun, wasn't it? Surprisingly. I thought it was going to be horrible, but I guess it wasn't. You know, I don't want people to get the wrong idea if all we do is shit talk Indians, Californians, women, and I guess that's not really giving people the wrong idea. It's probably just giving them the right impression, and maybe they just don't want to hear it. But I need to maybe think about something else to talk about, shouldn't I? Let's see. Tuesday. It's Wednesday, isn't it? It is. Checking out the graph. So I'm gonna go back over to the mansion to see if we can talk about taxes. Please don't tell me you're some sort of office lady who works at H&R Block and is autistic about taxes. I'm just giving you a hard time, but God, I would rather not talk about tax. I don't think anyone wants to talk about taxes. In fact, I talk about tax fraud. I think that's an interesting subject. That was an NCR reference. You know what? Fallout New Vegas would be a very fun game to play. I have not played that in a few years. And yeah, I totally did not get that reference immediately. I always played for Mr. House. The best option. Clearly, he's the only one with a space program. What do you call it? 'Cause the NCR is a failing democracy that it's only been around for a couple of maybe 100 years, and it's already falling apart. It's overstretched, they have corruption, it's inefficient, it's kind of like, well, probably some modern examples. Yes, man. That would be a good playthrough, because you kind of get to do what you want yourself instead of what anyone tells you to do. But I never understood siding with Caesar's Legion, because yeah, it's cool that they like Rome, but they don't actually build anything. They don't actually do the engineering side of Rome, which is kind of missing the point. You can have the warrior culture and the military system that they have, but if you don't actually do the engineering or build the cities the way the Romans used to, you don't have anything to support those militaries. You can't just be a bunch of guys running around in football pads for the rest of all time. You actually have to build shit. So, wait, read that too. It's marginally worse than. Oh. 9070 XT. 9070? Is that a real thing? That can't be a real thing. Right, I was gonna go sell some stuff, wasn't I? Oh, I missed that entirely. Let me see. I've been picking up PC parts for Christmas. 16 gigabyte RX 9070 XT or 20 gigabyte RX 79. Ooh. I can't remember what the XT is in comparison to what I have, but 20 gigabytes. I think my computer has over 40 gigabytes of RAM, but that's because I upgraded it as soon as I got the motherboard set up. And RAM is so much less expensive than it used to be. You also want to get an M2 drive if you don't plan on getting one. Can't use NVIDIA because of Linux. Right, there you go again. Did I go right past it? Uh-huh. Oh, there it is. You can. Driver support is much worse, though. It's very buggy experience. It's a very buggy experience. When it comes to computers, I never buy the most brand new graphics card or CPU. I always buy one that's just slightly older because the price is way less expensive. It's still way better than what you were using, and it'll last for maybe 3 to 5 years anyway. So that's my same philosophy with phones or anything really. You can buy the brand new thing, but the premium on the brand new thing is always a little bit shit. Fuck. Okay, we're gonna fix the boat, sell some more stuff, hopefully get a larger hull. Go over to the shipwright. There we go. 1,149. Rip. Are you trying to get the computer parts on Cyber Monday? Because that's coming up awful fast. Christmas might be a little bit too late for the best deals. That's the only way to do it. I'll never understand people who buy current generation GPUs, especially now that they're 3 to 5 times the cost they were 10 years ago. Oh, if anything, the cost of GPUs is going to go up because of, well, what they're going to need to be used for. Strange, did I? Oh, there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I sell this? I cannot sell that. That's odd. It must be important. But I couldn't sell it to the guy at the store. Damn, we don't have enough money yet. Let's see. Yeah, these sharks are actually... I don't have the right equipment. Son of a bitch. I'm not looking to upgrade my PC for a few years. I am looking to get my PC fixed, and by get it fixed, I mean actually install a Windows key or spoof one so I can actually upgrade the PC to the point it's usable again. It's really surprising how damaged the computer is from not being able to update it. I can't get Steam to run at all. I can't install most programs. It's if I didn't have it installed beforehand, too bad. I might actually have to get the Steam Cube specifically to prevent this problem in the future. As ridiculous as it is, the Steam Cube solves a massive problem of mine, which is, damn it, Steam actually won't run on my computer right now. Would it cost less money to get the computer fixed? Yes. Does the Steam Cube look really damn cool? Also yes. Damn it, I did it again. Oh well. Plus, I think that is one of the coolest things about the Steam Cube, is it's just a little cube. Like, you could pick up the thing and chuck it against the wall at full speed if you wanted to, not that you would, but it looks larger than a tennis ball, smaller than a basketball. It's crazy how they're packing that much power into a little cube. I think that's kind of one of the form factor things about it, is just that it looks so damn good. I'm still rocking a bunch of 10-year-old parts, including a vintage GTX 1080. Oh, yeah, upgrade that. So the upgrade is going to be necessary. A Tomboy faceplate for the Steam Cube. Install Gen 2. No. Definitely not. Tomboy faceplate, I can get behind that. Install Gen 2? No. That's just a no. Can I get the ship upgraded here? I can! Hell yeah. There we go. We are gaming. This stream is going so much better, even though, by the numbers, it's going so much worse. It's going so much better than yesterday. Yesterday, everything just sucked, man. It really sucked. But that was yesterday. Today is today. Now, can I spin this around? Perfect. Aha. Ooh. I'll do it like that. Right. What were we doing? Oh, we were installing things. That's right. Lights. More light space. Gen 2. I couldn't even tell you exactly why you shouldn't install Gen 2. I just know it's something I have very little interest in. It's kind of like when a kid says that he doesn't want to eat something and he hasn't tried it yet. Well, I'm old enough to know. Maybe I don't like broccoli. Editor's note, I love broccoli. But especially if it's steamed, okay? Artix, the distro I currently use. Damn, all jam. Now I want to make that. Don't encourage him. Oh wait, the tomboy faceplate. Yes, do that. Not the Gen 2, but the other thing. For sure, do that. I want to write this before I forget. Alright, writing myself a note. Note to self. Get dimensions of Steam Cube and 2 see about making face plate design in CNC HAASMILL, comma, with what the hell is that program called? That program. I am going to look into this. Maybe this is something there could be a market for. Alright, back to the game. There we go. I don't mind System D. I am a heretic. Ooh, the way this conversation's going, I am very quickly going to not have much to say. It's starting to get technical in here, Mr. Krabs. They're saying things that I didn't understand. Right, what were we trying to do? We have a larger hull now. Oh, that's so much nicer. Look at that. Wouldn't you just look at that? So, cabin, read a book, and what? Pursuits, right? Pursuits. Search for the relics. I found a ring. I should return it to the collector. I found a ring. Did I sell that ring? No. Shit. The game wouldn't let you sell it, right? If you weren't supposed to? If so, I might have soft-locked myself. That's strange. Oh, it's one of those guys again. What do you have to say? The hunger. Oh. Okay. That's a very normal fish to want. If I can remember where the hell it is. Cabin. Encyclopedia. Ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-dum-bum. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Yeah, no. If you could make a faceplate with a very thin aluminum, or what would be a good material, a quality material that you could polish up? I want to go with aluminum because it's so damn light and easy to polish and work with. But if you could make custom plates for the Steam Deck, or housings or something, that would be very... Oh, there it is. That would be very cool. Tiger mackerel. Well, that could be anywhere, but it says it's at the Gale Cliffs. Read my comment about being better than Arch users. That's all you need to know. Ah. Well, someone who thinks that they are superior to Linux. I didn't know such a thing existed. I thought that was just called a Windows user who doesn't want to deal with Linux. But that is, once again, the extent of my Linux knowledge. I must have not taken this out of storage. Alright. Hell yeah, give me an upgrade, dude. For us, its value transcends material wealth. Regardless, you are due a reward. Okay. Ability unlocked. Atrophy. Instantly harvest an entire shoal of fish. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I loathe to suggest it, but the Abyssal Plain on the approach to the Devil's Spine... The Abyssal Plain? Yeah. Why are we collecting these relics? I do not know. Oh, I was just there. I was just there the other day. Okay. Time check, middle of the day. Oh, I forgot. We do have a better light than this. Damn, the boat is extra zippy. Bum bum bum. Banana. Oh, I've got to stop. I've got to get that out of my head. You listen to that song one day, it'll be stuck in your head for months. I know how to 3D print. CNC milling machine. Yeah, it's huge. It's massive. It's the size of a car. Fiberglass? Fiberglass. I really don't know how metal works with it coming out like aluminum. Yo. It's, there's a lot to learn. Storage. Damn, I don't have that light after all. How much are you selling those lights for, lady? She has a huge forehead. $391. I don't know about that. Black aluminum? That's possible. Or wood. That's a little bit more complicated to produce many of them very efficiently. You can do it. There are CNC machines for wood. I suppose you could also just use a different tool on the lathe, but then cooling it down would be more difficult because it uses an axle grease and a water with a built-in coolant that you have to refill. It's a pretty complex machine, but you can make it with wood, but that would probably end up being more expensive because I'm already imagining what steps would need to be done by hand in order to prevent damage. It would also be very difficult to make it thin enough on wood. It would be very fragile. Like the best character in Hideo Kojima's new game, Death Stranding 2. Stone columns. Didn't we... Yeah, we were here before. I'm wicked jealous that you have access to a CNC, just to let you know. The garage is pretty much just a giant machine shop. It's CNC, old school lathe, wire wheels, drill presses, computers just for designing. There's a lot of tools in there. That's what I do during the day is manufacturing. So reminds me of ceramic 3D printers. That is one thing that we could use, would be a 3D printer, but it would be most effective if it was 3D printing for projects that we're already making, so we wouldn't have to outsource, right? Because, let's see, I'm listening. Give me a moment, I'll explain. Okay, your trial begins immediately. Tell me, what does your spirit seek? It's gonna be, this guy's gonna be some sort of a Gnostic, isn't he? In that case, let's all return to nothing. Yes, a pure vessel. Only those devoid of mortality can ascend past it. Look, I was right. And your flesh, what does it crave? Ooh. Ooh. It's not warmth. Sting is pain. Chill of the water is numbness. I guess numb is less of a feeling than pain. I sense it in you, a glimmer of what waits below, finally. What does the world deserve? Nothing. Yeah. Soon it will know what it takes, that it has taken too much. Alright, the trial is concluded. You still have much to learn. Wait, did I get the second question wrong? Herald of the Purge. The nearby spire is ablaze with eternal fire. Okay. Retrieve the 3 fathomless flames. Right. From the crags and ignite the crucibles. I don't want to start the purge. What are you talking about? It was salt after all? Or have you played this game? I don't think you played this game, Terry. You can make mad money if you start manufacturing. Yeah, it's the thing is that those guys do a lot of different projects, and it takes a long time to switch from one project to the next. I would have to do. It's something I've certainly considered is a CNC milling channel, but there's already some pretty good ones out there on dock. So 6 o'clock. But yeah, a black aluminum would be doable for sure. What do you call it? Oh, good. So, just give me a second to concentrate. The main things that we have to outsource for are packaging, cork. It's not like we're gonna make our own cork for certain products. It makes more sense to buy it in bulk from a lady that her business is actually just making cork backings. And then there's another guy with a metals shop who we get a lot of blank metal from, and he will cut it to certain sizes for us. But you know, we'll do things like motorcycle parts or custom jobs, but it's we could definitely do we could put a lot more work into it, is what I'm saying. But I did a solid 5 hours on the wire wheels today. Just 5 hours on the same sub job of a job. My hands actually started to get burned from the heat coming through the metal. It was a slow day. Okay. Let's see here. Fish market. It's been a really fun game. I enjoy any game that is at the core about exploration. I was thinking about firing up. Oh, you're gonna not like this idea. I was thinking about firing up the Elder Scrolls Redguard. I have it installed. I know it's a bad game. It also sounds really funny. And I don't know if I'm gonna like it inherently because it's bad, or if because I like old games. And if it turns out I hate it, well, that'll be a disappointment. Ah. So we're looking for some stuff in here. Oh, fuck, shit. Why are they so fast? And they're gonna attack me if I stand still, aren't they? Come on, dude. I must have some way to repel them. I actually liked that one as a kid. I have no idea how I got my hands on it. What, Redguard? That's true. You're the first person I've heard who actively said, yeah, no, I liked Redguard. I thought it was good. Never in my life has anyone said, yeah, no, it was good. Because I've never actually met anyone who's played it other than people online. MK gave it to you while you were sleeping. Mark? MK. Shit. Not again. That was an interruption, wasn't it? And a second one, or is it just that my tablet's fucking around? Well, that's strange. God. I'm pretty sure I figured out why we crashed so badly last night. The answer is pretty lame. It's fucking Netflix. Okay. I bet I can be just fast enough to... No. Did I damage my engine? I lost the ghost shark. Oh man. Okay, you little bastards. Come on. There it is. Let's be quick about this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Ooh, we got something. Right. Now, where were we? We were discussing something. I watched Better Than Tomorrow because of you. God bless, brother Mark, and I hope the sequel is just as good. You saw it in theaters, didn't you? I mean, awesome that they put it in theaters over there. It reminds me of when I lived in New York. I would always go to the International Film Center whenever I got the chance. Not because the movies were always good, but because sometimes they were really damn good. Only sometimes, though. You can't give them too much credit, or else it'll go to their head. Yeah. Michael Kirkbride. Oh! Right. Didn't he just recently, you know, bite the dust? Or am I thinking of... I'm thinking of somebody that was directly involved with the Elder Scrolls who recently passed away. I think he was working on Avowed most recently. Michael Kirkbride. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense than typing Kirkbride out. Hey, you know what? Okay, what's the best way to say this joke without a lot of people getting pissed off? Okay. This is just the bare premise, thought, shell outline of a joke that doesn't have a punchline yet. If Erica Kirk got remarried, she should marry a guy with the last name Kirkbride just so she can stay faithful to her husband. It's so bad. It's so stupid because it's just a pun, but you really can't tell a joke about that shit without somebody being like, I can't, it's only been 2 months. There's some sort of joke there, it's just, it's not there yet. Yeah. Laughs in Pippa Pipkin. Well, good taste. Good taste you have there. I've actually been thinking about putting a limiter on the upper end of my microphone because I noticed that when something really makes me laugh quite hard, the microphone tends to peak a little bit, and then, oof, about 5 people leave whenever that happens. So there must be some sort of that's a bit too loud going on there. Oh, here is another symbol. So I have to get the symbols and then put them into... Ooh, that's a big fucker. Okay. Is it even worth fishing right? Nope, it's not. Ooh, they are slowing me down. They are slowing me the shit down. Oh, shit. That's a lot of damage. Oh, fuck. Why did I... Oh, god damn it. You know what? Fuck it. Kill me. Do it. Fuck it. Do you watch Corpo VTubers? I've only heard you reference indies. Do I talk about VTubers a lot? I might have a problem if that's the case. But define corpo, because there are some people who are signed with certain corporations, but I don't know, I certainly wouldn't call some of them corpo. Floating dock shipyard, my storage. 177. Shit, I really do need to go get some fish somewhere. You can use the pulse to drive them off. You don't mention them. I don't watch Pippa, just a friend does, and she's very OG 4chan edgy. Your friend or Pippa? Because, maybe your friend is Pippa. My friend, .jpg. Asking for a friend. You don't mention them often, which is why I haven't brought them up myself. I see. Definitely I like the ones that are more indie. There are a couple that are more corporate, which I can watch. But you also have to take some of them in small doses. It's like radiation. It might be a little bit fun to play in the microwave, but if you do it every day, you're gonna get cancer. So, for example, there's when it comes to the Phase Connect, there's really only a couple that I even want to watch on occasion.